Here we have Steel King's 42-inch deep by 48-inch wide keg flow kit. The keg flow kit comes with 2 beam levels of keg flow. Each level will have 4 rails wide and hold 4 kegs deep to offer 32 keg positions. Right below me here are our keg flow rails, 5 of them. These keg flow rails will go on to these orange components here, which are actually our beams. The beams will be attached to the green items you see here, which we call our uprights. So the orange get attached to the green, and then the rollers get attached onto the orange beams. Over here we have our final 3 flow rails to fulfill the 8 units. First thing we're going to need to do is that these rails come unassembled, so we need to install the hangers front and back. So the first thing that we need to do here is assemble this hanger onto the keg flow lane. The hanger will go on the underside of the keg flow and attach using the bolts. Usually the bolt head goes down so we don't have the nut protruding down below where you can scrape your fingers. Just get it tight to the touch. After we do that, we give it a good snug with the socket here. Once both sides of these are fastened securely, we'll turn around and put the other hanger on this other side and have it look exactly the same. All right, now that we have all the hangers assembled onto the flow lanes, let's get these uprights, the green product, standing vertically. So this is typically a 2-man operation. Having 3 people makes it just that much more easier to do. We're going to have the verticals just placed right there. Grab these 2 beams, the first 2, and what we're going to do is we're going to just make these beams on the lowest level to add stability to the uprights. So we're not swaying, bending, offering a not safe application. What you want to do is at the top of the clip and the top of the beam body is your top part. So that's how you want them installed. And the front is going to be 2 inches lower than the rear. So if you're 6 inches here at the top of the beam, you want to be 6 inches or 8 inches here. So what we're going to do is we're just even with the horizontal here, we're going to go up and make it 2 inches taller. What this does is it offers a pitch. So while we're holding that first upright in place with the beams, I'll come and grab the next upright, walk it up to a vertical position, put it in place. Actually, Mark can come over and grab it. All right, so Steel King offers a beam with 3 rivets. These rivets will go into the keyhole. Once the rivets are in the keyhole, we have a locking mechanism. Once this locking mechanism looks like this, when it's attached, it is locked and secured into place. So what you want to do is you want to get this upright vertical, plumb it, square it with the other vertical, click it in to the rivets to seat it. You should just be able to lift up the upright and let the beam fall into place. Getting these square is key. All right, so now that we have this first level in place, these are actually locked into place, riveted into the keyholes, and this silver piece here is your locking mechanism. So once that sets into the upright, these are in place and locked. Now that there's 2 of you, one can get on the charge side, one can get on the discharge side and put in the second level of beams. So Mark, if you just want to grab that one, I'll grab this one. Again, Mark's on the back side or charge side, so he's going to be 2 inches higher than what I'm going to be placing my beam. So right now, it's a quick lock into place. You should see it click. The rivets go into the keyholes. And both the safety clips are now in place. There are your two beam levels to start with our keg flow. Next thing is to put the keg flow lanes onto these beam levels. So either side, they're symmetrical. So either side's front, either side's rear. What you want to do is just bring it in, and these will hang over the top of your beam body. Okay, did it fit? Okay, here's a perfect example of it's too tight. So the hangers are on top of the beam. Again, these have a tolerance on it. So just give it a loose on both sides here. On that. And what happens is once it seats, now we can get that back up to a tight position. All right. So there's your first hanger. If Mark's on that side and I'm on this side, we can push it off to the as tight as you can. Then we grab the next roller and do the same thing until we have 4 placed on here. This one will get tight, but it will go in. Okay. This one is also a little bit, so like Mark did, we'll lift it up above. Oh. Just get it loose. You want to get that side? Okay. Tolerance. Gets it all into place. Set it in. And again, the nice thing about it is you can't get your fingers between these two side channels, but because of the serrated nut, all you need to do is just twist it and it locks into place. Next step is just go around, make sure you got the lanes all level. One level of keg flow complete. All right, now that we've duplicated this first beam level down here in the lower beam level, we're going to put our last keg lane in. No different from the first beam level to this beam level. Latch it in the front, and again, maybe a good point is tighten one side, these hangers to the rails, but leave the other side loose for adjustment, because you will, if you tighten them both, there's not going to be enough room. See how Mark loosened them and now he's tightening them back up, so they're fitting into place. One last step is let's get our safety beam in here. Safety beam is going to restrict this keg from going up and over or falling down onto the floor. So if we leave one keyhole visible between the clip, what we wanted to do is get the rivets inside the keyholes. Once they're in place, push down. This safety clip will lock into place. Once that's locked into place, you should be able to go back and forth, up and down. The beam is attached and secured to the upright. All right, now we've finished installing our Steel King kit, which is a 42-inch deep by 48-inch wide bay. 2 beam levels high. Each beam level has 4 individual keg racks, 4 deep. So this kit here will store 32 total 6 barrels. Now, this is just one of many kits that Steel Kings offers. We do have a 96-inch wide. We'll double it and allow for 8 lanes per level. As you can see, they're pretty easy to install. All kits come with a detailed install. All you need is one socket. Everything's clip in place. You will need a drill to drill anchors for anchoring the uprights to the floor. Again, these things are housed for your 6 barrels, which are 9 1/4 diameter. They might be about 24 inches tall. Position the levels how you'd like. We typically go about 36 inches because you're not bending down, grabbing that second level. It's going to be more chest level and easy to take out. Same with the bottom. All you have to do is just drag and it comes over the top beam. There are also other configurations. As you can see, this particular one, we actually used 120-inch tall uprights. The kit for a 2 beam level high keg flow is going to be 96-inch tall uprights, but we do offer extra beams to give you levels of selective bays or selective storage, which you can store a 40 by 48 pallet. Might hold promotional gear, it might hold cardboard, debris, might hold cases, whatever you like. And again, those will come in 48 or 96-inch wide bays, but you can get those in the 2 keg level plus 1 selective level, or the 2 keg level plus 2 selective levels based on your application. These are pretty straightforward. You could actually take this setup here, load from the backside, allow the kegs to come forward, hit this stop beam, or if you push this up against the wall, you can load from this end too and manage your inventory that way. It would be your solution here and the best application to how you run your facility. My name is Ryan Walksmith. I'm the Dynamic Storage Sales Manager over at Steel King Industries, Inc. If you like what you see here and you want to inquire or have any more questions about this keg kit, please feel free to give me a call at the office. Thank you.